Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. I have a super fun video today. I posted on my YouTube for just a post that said challenge me, and the first 5 answers would be accepted. And I got 5 immediately. I actually got 7. And so I'm going to do an art journal page with those prompts that were the first ones to be listed. But the first thing I need to do is apologize, because when I transferred the list to that sticky note that you saw me show, my photo the screenshot that I took didn't capture all 7. And so I don't know who was first to reply, but my heart, I'm so sorry. So Debbie, I know you were on the list and it said Washi, and it didn't come out on my screenshot and it didn't get transferred. So I had such a blast doing this. I love art journaling anyway. I rarely do it on this channel, but I'm gonna just take you along for the ride today. But Debbie, thank you so much for commenting. I just thank you. I feel so bad that it got cut off, because I knew I had 7, and then when I went back and I was looking to do this voiceover and check my list, I'm like, I missed one, and of course it was yours. So I do apologize. But I'm going to do another one, you guys, because this was super fun. And Debbie, if you want, you get first dibs. We can either pick the washi again, or you can pick whatever else you want. So I will give you first dibs on the next page. So anyway, that's all there is. I just, like I said, I posted challenge me, and you guys responded super fast. So I want to do a special shout out. So Debbie V, again, I apologize. You said washi. So the washi is not going to be on this page. I could add it now after the fact, but I don't need to do that. I'm happy to do it next time, and whatever. Okay. ashleyK, you said packaging. Jackie Fanson, you said glitter. Yes, girl. Yes, glitter is going on this page for sure. And then mommytomikeyjr, you said a flower. The caffeinated creative, I love your page. I'm so sorry, I just screwed up your name. Said a makeup item. And so I found something like that. Natalie T, you said yellow. And sweet Kristi Biddleson said finger paint. So look what I'm doing. I'm finger painting. I have started off with a nice layer of gesso, the white stuff you put on your page to make it a better page. I don't know. I started off with the first layer of that with the credit card. I just spread it around, and then it's not dry. And so I'm putting this acrylic paint over it, and you can see it's like sticking in places and not sticking in places. And I kind of wanted a little bit different texture to it. So I did not dry that first layer, but normally if you're using gesso, I dry it. So it creates a nice smooth surface, and then you can work on top of it. But I didn't want that for sure. So then I dumped some acrylic paint, just cheap, whatever, Michael's acrylic paint on there. So that is finger painting. So we're crossing that off the list. And I'm also not drying it yet. So I want it sticky. So I'm not drying it. I'm letting it just sit there. The next thing I'm working on is flower. And I will say this was one of the hardest prompts for me, honestly. I was stuck. I have like die cut flowers and I have sticker flowers, and I was like, do I paint flowers? I couldn't quite decide. And I do use another piece on this, you'll see later, that has flowers in it, so that would have counted. But I found this piece of stenciled scrapbook paper that you guys can see there. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but like laser cut scrapbook paper. And so I've just ripped it kind of around some flowers to create a little bit of an edge there, if you see. So I'm laying it down on that wet paint, and then I'm just using my finger to kind of ooch some of the paint around it. That paint's going to adhere it down. So that's why I didn't dry the paint. So I'm just trying to smooth it like kind of into the page, if you will, so it doesn't look like it was laid right on top. I don't necessarily use that piece of paper for scrapbooking when I buy them. I normally use them as stencils. So normally, like it was in my stencil drawer, I would pull it out and dab paint over it or whatever and get a stencil. So right now I'm wondering, I'm trying it this way and I'm leaving it on the page, and I'm thinking I'm going to pull it up to see what like markings I get, but I'm actually really liking it on the page. So I'm just going to go ahead and dry it there and let it be. So that's going to be just the layer as it is, because if you pull it up, it would give me like the impression of the prints, if you will, but I'm really happy with the white. I really like how it goes, how it's looking. And there's a little bit of white coming through on those pages still. I didn't cover it entirely. And so I'm liking, I'm liking that. So I'm going to cross these off as I go. So there's finger paint and there is a flower. So I'm feeling fairly accomplished already, if you want to know the truth. I had pulled a couple of images to work with. I do not know what this page is going to look like, but I kind of have an idea. I grabbed kind of a focal image, if you will. You can see it off to the right. And I was trying to think. And again, if you guys, well, first of all, if you're new here, welcome. I'm really glad you're here. And I just love this community. And this was super fun, but this is not what I normally do on this channel. So if you're new here and you came for kind of like daily creative journaling or something like that, please feel free. I have playlists below, please feel free to go check those out. I do process videos and then flip throughs of my daily process journal or my Fibonacci, or my daily creative journal or my Fibonacci. And I have some planner videos as well, but I think I only have a couple art journal videos and I just don't tend to do them very often. So this one was super fun. I've been enjoying the collage prompts from Marguerite Miller that I've been doing or following, and those are also up. And I think those are kind of titled like Art and Oats. And so I've been doing those rather quickly. This one's obviously going to take longer. And so I'm just enjoying the process on this. So I'm really glad you're here. If you've been here for a while, you'll know when I pull some of these images, you'll see, I don't know, I think they kind of come together, but they're a little bit different than when I'm doing the Marguerite Miller prompts. So just trying to play. But when I do those other ones for her prompt list, I struggle a little bit with like the rules, right? I know the rules, we're back on the rules. And I know there's no rules. Like, I get it. But I still am like, do I combine things? Does it count? Like, what if I could combine all 7 of these, including the washi tape, into one? Does that count? So anyway, I do use flowers twice on the page is my point. And I'm sure that's fine. So I don't do, you'll see like at the end, I know there's more embellishing I could do to this, and I tend to kind of leave my pages. You'll see at the end where I leave it, and I tend to kind of leave my pages at that stage. And so I want to get better when I do my art journaling. I want to enhance my like artwork over it, if you will. I don't know. I don't embellish a lot. So I fell in love. So first of all, I have this silhouette, on the right of the face or whatever. And then I fell in love with that aloe plant, you guys. That was in my cutout picture. And now I need to make this a headdress of some sort. It has to go on the head. Like, I just love it. So I originally pulled this piece because of the yellow in it. So I'm thinking that big bunch of yellow flowers in the middle is going to be my yellow, right? And it has some little yellow petals also. And I'm just trying to figure out, because I really like the headdress part of it, if you will, all the flowers, but it's not going to fit on the page with what I want to do, because the crown, the aloe crown needs to happen. And so I need to figure out, how to layer it and bring it down a little bit. So this is just, I'm going to go ahead and place him now that I've decided where he's going to be. But, so you're just going to see me play with this just a little bit to figure it out. And then the thing I want is the hair, the aloe hair, really. So I was looking at different kind of plants and stuff to see if I can drop it down as more of a headpiece or something. So I'm just kind of playing with it. I know it's not very exciting to watch, but I'm fascinated with this for hair or part of the crown or whatever we're going to call it, but it's going on the page, even if I have to rip it up and figure out a new way to do it. So this is just me playing with it. And I've been enjoying these art prompts, you guys. I think they're really good for creativity. I do. I think they help me like relax, honestly. And I'm not thinking about anything specific or, there's not necessarily an outcome that I want. I don't have, I don't know what this is going to look like yet, I guess is what I'm saying. So I am enjoying that process of it and being able to kind of play and figure out. And so again, though, the prompts really help with that. So see, I'm still trying to just use that yellow because the yellow was hard. I'm not, again, yeah, I don't know. I got a little stuck. So that's what I'm using for makeup items. So at first I thought I was going to go pull something to use as a tool, like a makeup item tool, but I do that all the time. Like I use a sponge, a face sponge to dab paint. Obviously you could use makeup brushes. I was going to use a mascara brush to, spread paint, which, those would all count. I was going to put, I don't know, just makeup on him. And then what I really wanted, I couldn't find. Like I was looking for kind of something specific. I did get an idea and I was looking for it in the magazines and I just couldn't find it, or in my cutouts of magazines and I couldn't find it. So I did find some lipsticks, and so I'm going to try and figure that out. And I'm fascinated with him growing these green leaves out of his head. I think I think that's what I feel like. Maybe this might be a self-portrait of me this week. Oh, that might be what this is now that I'm looking at it. All right, so I'm figuring out I need to cut that crown down, and I'm going to give the first layer of leaves a little bit more definition and layer them a little bit. And we'll, technically it still has like 3 or 4 little dots of yellow on there, but that I'm much happier with. So I'm going to keep that. It looks more like a headband kind of thing for that crown, if you will. Yeah, maybe this is this is what my brain feels like this week. Maybe it's not a crown. Maybe this is the brain coming out, expanding and growing and shooting up. It's all good, right? We're getting dings on our phones because, I don't know if you guys heard that. We're getting dings on our phone because our child is playing in her first high school soccer game as a junior, after we just had snow and everything else crazy. And they postponed the season. It's obviously a fall sport up here. And, excuse me. So they've been so excited to play. And then with the snow, they thought it was going to be canceled or delayed. And then, so they got to play tonight. It's super exciting. But we're getting dings because there's no spectators allowed. And so we've been watching it. Well, we haven't been watching it live. We wanted to log on live, but the stupid district, it's like $75 to buy the subscription for the live coverage. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. I do love my daughter. I do. I'm not paying $75 to watch. I don't know. Anyway, and I don't even know who that, anyway, it doesn't matter. We're not paying that. So somehow the parents figured out something, and there's someone there taking pictures. I don't even know. And so they're posting it on another website or Reddit or something. I don't even know. And so we're getting all these alerts of these screenshots and then score updates, right? So we just got updated that they won. And yeah, my girl had a super good game. So they won. I don't know what the message said. It just came across my screen, either 4-1 or 5-1, which is super cool. It just means she let in one goal the whole game because, yeah, so she's going to be stoked when she gets home. We're super stoked for her. I'm sad we couldn't be there. So, but it's all fun. It's all good for them. They still get to ride in the bus there. Again, we're back to things not making sense, but whatever. I digress. All right, I did cut out for a little bit. I had to go take a break, and I am back. I have two more things. So you saw me tuck those. Those are lipsticks. The yellow and the red, those are lipsticks. So I tucked those in. So I have another yellow, yay, and I crossed off makeup. So we're moving on. I'm now on packaging. And so this was a like vellum envelope from one of my, I don't even know, maybe one of the packages, maybe one of the monthly kits, or I don't think it's from like Chinese cookies. It could be. I save, as you know, anything I can from my day. And so I think it's just a little envelope baggie, like a little wax glassine baggie from one of my subscriptions, or anyway. And I'm just using it to write my quote on. And this quote just kind of stuck with me. And I don't do anything except write it. I mean, it's not anything extravagant at all. I am really trying to figure out if this marker is going to work on there, actually. I'm using a Sharpie first. It's not seeming to be too bad on that wax glassine paper. And so I'm just giving it a quick dry, but I am going to go, now I want to try my Posca paint pen on it to kind of make it a little bit bigger and stand out. And it seems like that's going to work. It was resisting. Is that what I'm saying? Like resisting a little bit, but it ended up drying. And so, and again, that's something I'd like to be able to learn to improve on too, is my lettering, or like making that pop more and stand out, and kind of exaggerating that, working on different fonts and all that. But like, I know that, but I just, like for this one, I just wanted to write it and pop it on the page, really. So I'm going to just, yeah, see, I'm just trying to see if it's actually drying. I'm trying to make those a little bit thicker, and if they stand out, and I'm hoping it dries. So I'm going to do that. I know it's super exciting to just watch me go over letters in black ink, but I'm going to cut those apart and kind of use them that way. So, but I'm kind of happy with how this guy turned out. And I think that, again, I would not have pulled this thing if it wasn't for the prompts. Like, I know that very clearly. It's certainly not the flower. I wouldn't have finger painted. So thank you, Kristi, for that, getting back to my roots, right? So much fun just to kind of touch your page and have it be more tactile. So I definitely enjoyed it, and I'm going to post another one. So you'll have to keep your eyes open, because when it pops up, I'm gonna take we'll go top 6, I guess, maybe, right? Because Debbie already gets first dibs. So I mean, I still could add Washi, but I'm not going to. I'm really happy with how he came out. So, and I think the quote is just resonating with me as well this week, and it's kind of one of the quotes I go to often, if you will, for myself and for others, and just simply like, nothing changes if nothing changes, right? So if we don't do anything different, we're not going to get a different outcome. And that goes for anything we're working on, right? Mental health, emotional health, physical health, relationships, art skills. So it's just a gentle reminder, a really simple quote and message that we can evolve and change. But for me, it's a reminder that I have to do something different than what I'm doing right now, which means I probably need to step outside my comfort zone and do something different if I want a different outcome, right? So I know there's lots of quotes on that exact same topic, and some, but I just kind of liked it. So I have a little book that I keep a bunch of motivational quotes in. And then I write them all in this little book, and then I just go through and pick one, and then I cross it off when I use it, right, on an art journal page or something. I tend to use quotes like on my page. That tends to be kind of the, I don't know, a focal point of my pages, or kind of the what I base my page on, if you will. It's kind of normally how I start my page, with the idea of that. I pull the quote first, and then, not that this image really has anything to do with it, but that was my quote. Oh my goodness. And my girlie just walked in the door. I'm going to have to go. I have to go congratulate her. So I'm going to say goodbye to you guys, and I'm going to turn on some music. We are almost done. But this was super fun, you guys. I'm going to post it for next month as a challenge me, and I hope some of you follow along. So I might come up with a hashtag. We might start a new challenge, okay? Because I think it's super fun, and I really appreciate all of you guys for inspiring me and giving me some good ideas. So thanks for hanging out so much, you guys. Have a great day, and thanks again for, chiming in with the fun things. I'm going to add a little bit more to the page, so I'll let you hang out here and watch, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Bye.